no skill decks from 2016 to 2025, and today, as always, we'll be starting off in 2016 in a classic challenge, and that deck is Giant Spawner. When the game was first released, so many people were complaining about spawners being implemented into the game just because of their passive nature and really relied on, well, just building up bushes over time. Everyone hated them, and it was honestly, I can't lie, I remember way back in the day trying to use these spawners, and yeah, you would throw spawners down, try and get a defense going, and then just throw the giant in front, and hope there's going to be 3 spells in this deck. This was the one that I found that a lot of people were a little bit angry about, and yes, we will be using Evos in this game. Obviously, Evos weren't a thing back then, but if we have them available to us, we're going to use them. Let's get into a classic challenge, see if we can get something going with this deck. And one thing I do want to mention is, yes, the Goblin hut of, oh my god, I have the Royal Chef. I forgot that I had the Royal Chef plugged into this challenge deck. Oh well. Barb hut is very awkward to go and use against a bandit, so that kind of sucks, but we'll have to see what we can hopefully do against this deck. It looks like some kind of bridge spam. Let's cycle some spear gobs and just see what Buddy has got here. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the Goblin hut here if he wants to go split lane on us, and let's just throw some arrows at everything. I'll throw some archers down as well, and unfortunately that bandit is just gonna get to the tower. Oh, actually no, it isn't. The archer does pull. We're gonna take a bunch of damage, unfortunately, but you know what? It is what it is. We're not gonna take like a crazy amount. Let's cycle a zap, get to our Evo. But oh my, I think I'm blind. I did not even see that Dark Goblin get placed. I can't lie, I think my thumb was in the way. My freaking fat fingers. Anyways, let's go Barbud here. Is that gonna pull the battle ram? It isn't. I'm gonna go Goblin Hut like last second, which is kind of maybe a bit of an overcommit, but it is what it is, man. I just don't want to take a bunch of damage early on, and honestly, the Royal Chef being in this deck is kind of hurting me. I can't lie. Just having the Royal Chef in general, I'm just gonna let that Dark Goblin go. It's gonna be a lot of damage, but I'm just gonna try and use my tower's damage as a resource here. And let's start our giant up in the back. He's got the Mega Knight. Mega Knight bridge spam, bro, is quite an annoying deck to go up against, but it's fine. Let's go with our Barba, try and do something against this Mega Knight, and I'm gonna fireball down the magic archer. Luckily, the ghost gets pulled over to the Barbud. Now we'll go with our, let's arrow down that Dark Goblin. It's absolutely melting the giant, unfortunately, but a little bit of chip from the giant, and even the archer is gonna get in there and do some damage for us. I'm gonna try and pull this Royal Ghost with our giant here. That was terrible, actually, very this matchup. I feel like I'm playing at a big... Oh, let's just go Ebarbs Rage in the other lane, bro, honestly. Come on, Ebarbs, get there, we'll rage them up on that cannon. Come on, Ebarb. Oh, dude, that's actually really not good. Ebarbs would have been really good against the Archer Queen. Let's honestly zap. And then I'm going to have to go for a giant to soak up that Archer Queen ability. Because we would have taken a lot of damage if it weren't for that. I think we're going up against hogs here. Yeah, hoggy. It'll be royal hogs. Earthquake, this deck, and yeah, this isn't a very fun. I mean, we've got the fireball for the royal hogs, but yeah, this okay, and there it is. There it is, the royal hogs. He's gonna waste that. Oh wow, he's gonna waste a lot of elixir there actually. So I'm very happy about that. He goes for his Evo Ice Spirit and his Earthquake. And honestly, let's start up a wizard in the back here, just to get to the Evo wizard here. And I'm strongly considering even throwing Ebarbs in front of this and calling it a day. Maybe we split the... Oh, he goes for an Evo K. You know what? Let's go for the Ebarbs. Just see what we can do. He's gonna probably go delivery. I was gonna rage them up, but I don't think they would have gotten there anyway. So let's go with our giant. Maybe we can get back to some more elite barbarians. That is a leveled up giant, by the way. And minions aren't. Oh, I screwed up those minions. They're actually gonna go in front of our giant here. Maybe we rage up the giant just to kind of cycle a spell. And let's go for our wizard at the back and see if he goes other lane. Oh, he actually goes same lane with the hogs. That was not very smart of him because we're about to build up a huge counter push here because our wizard is still so alive. Let's go giant. Let's go Ebarbs. He's definitely going to go with the delivery here, but let's just rage up everything. And this is going to be big damage here, guys, I think. Let's arrow. And oh my god, look at the Ebarbs and the wizard absolutely obliterating the tower. Ebarbs rage, bro. What a nasty combo. He's gonna have to come in with his hogs unless he's given up. And it looks like he has. Let's see. Oh, actually he hasn't. Okay, well, Fireball Zap takes that out anyway. And I'm gonna take this Royal Chef out of my deck. I honestly think it kind of helped us there, but I don't know. Kind of cheating using that in a 2017 deck. Either way, let's move it to 2018 and get this dang Royal Chef out of my deck. Moving on to 2018 now, guys, and we have Mega Knight spam with the Skeleton Barrel along with the Minor Poison combination. Both when the Mega Knight and the Skelly Barrel were first released. Well, the Mega Knight, first of all, still gets complained about to this day, but when this card was first released, it was seen as probably the most broken thing released ever. It was pretty strong. I think it was a direct... I think the reason they added the Mega Knight in the game was to have a direct counter to Ebarbs, which were still reigning supreme at this time. But yeah, the Mega Knight countered Ebarbs really well. And even the Skelly Barrel was released, I believe, at the end of 2017. So by 2018, this card really stuck into the meta and became a big part of a lot of like spammy bait decks, along with the Minor Poison, which really became a big combination in this year. And so yeah, I found we just kind of fused them all together along with the Inferno Dragon that was released in 2018, either 2018 or end of 2017, I can't remember. But yeah, Mega Knight still gets complained a lot in mid-ladder. A lot of people saying it's either broken or just very hard to deal with, and I could see why that is, because I mean, a 7 elixir card, so people are gonna have some trouble dealing with it if they don't have proper counters or certain units leveled up. And he's gonna actually arrows that. I don't really have the best. I'm leaking a little bit of elixir here for that dragon because I don't really have the best counter for it, honestly. So the bats will go down. Let's just throw a miner on the tower over there on the right. I finally took the Royal Chef out of my deck, and I'm fairly certain this guy has Eagle. Yep, there it is. Let's go Goblin Gang. And honestly, I might Mega Knight. Yeah, we'll Mega Knight this. And honestly, let's get a poison down on all of this as well. And we're about to have a let's do bats and then zap this all down. And he actually goes for the Skelly King ability, so we'll go for a Goblin Gang. If he arrows, that will be okay, because that's all down. Let's go for Skelly Barrel in front just to get a little aggressive, and here comes his Evo E-Drag, which I don't know if I'm really going to be able to stop here if he throws an E-Golem in front, and he does. Okay, well, we're going to have to go for our Evo Mega Knight to push back this E-Golem and hopefully make it so that he doesn't get a lot of damage. Thank God the tower is targeting the E-Drag there. Let's get our bats to take up the Muskie, and man, that Evo Mega Knight just went off for us. Let's go Goblin King, other lane, we'll go Miner. I'd love to poison on that tower over there, but don't think I'm going to be able to. Oh, the Mega Knight jumping is huge. And guys, we're actually doing pretty well so far with this deck. Let's go for some bats. I'll throw a Mega Knight in the back, and that was a bad Skelly King ability. I'm going to be able to miner poison, I think, because of that. So let's go with the poison here. Fairly aggressive poison, but I'll be able to zap down the E-Drag because of that poison. And honestly, let's just zap the tower. Oh jeez, oh my god, the dragon's actually alive still. Okay, we need our Mega Knight to help us out. Thank God for that dragon, honestly. I need a poison down on everything over here, and I think we'll be okay. Maybe not. Oh god, I need an Evo Zap. Jesus Christ, Miner. I think that's the game. I don't think I can defend this. No, dude. That sucks. That really, really sucks. We were very close to winning that, but I think I overextended on trying to win the game with that poison. That's tough. Alright guys, let's try and win it again. Or win it again. I haven't won with this deck yet. Let's try and get a win with this deck. We're up against Mr. That's it. I don't know who he's the Mr. of. Let's do this and this. Fortunately, he's going to get a couple hits with that eye drag. And he actually, he zaps this little bastard. We'll go with our Skelly Dragon. And you know what? Let's go with the Goblin Gang on the other side here, because he used a decent amount of Elixir. And hopefully that eye drag. Oh, I thought maybe he would get to the tower. He got a lot of damage with that Royal Giant, eh? That sucks. That really sucks. I'd love to go. He's well played. He's saying well played. This guy's annoying. Oh, that knight gets a slap on the tower. Oh, dude. I want to win against this guy so bad. He's BMing me already. Let's just go for another miner. Just try and get a little bit of cycle going. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop this Royal Giant. He'll zap it down. Yeah, he zaps. Okay, that's fine. Let's go Skelly Barrel. And let's go bats. And just try and take this tower. I'll even poison. Just get very aggressive. He logs, but the eye drag not able to connect because of those minions. Oh man, okay, you know what? This is still winnable. He has very, very annoying card in the Royal Giant. And it's just unfortunate I don't have the best cards to stop it. We'll go Mega Knight this time. And I'll go Goblin Gang with it, dude. Oh, he's just playing the Royal Giant at the bridge, and it's annoying because this guy's clearly not good. Come on, get to the tower. Oh my god. He just doesn't defend the Mega Knight. Okay, I'll take that. Did this guy, what the hell happened to this dude? Maybe dinner was ready or something, because he is just gone. Okay, well, I don't know if I can count this game as a win just because Buddy just left. He was kind of kicking my ass and then left, so let's get into another game with this deck and actually try to get a legit win because yeah, I don't like taking free wins. Duarte is up next against us, and you know what? I actually went to college with a guy named Duarte. Pretty good dude. He was a lot older than I was, and yeah, he's a good dude. Just thought I'd throw in a fun fact for you, a little lore from your boy CCA here. We'll just zap the tower, cycle to that evolution. Let's go for a miner bats. Goblin Gang for his Goblin Gang. He's got a mini P.E.K.K.A, which is interesting. I'm gonna predict Goblin Giant though. I have a feeling that's what this guy's using. Let's see, Duarte. What do you? Okay, I was way off. He goes for a defensive Goblin Giant. I'm gonna question mark that because he question marked me. And we'll start a Mega Knight in the back. See what he has for this. And he also has the Mega Knight. You know what? Maybe I can get an eye drag behind this and we can flame down his Mega Knight. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, never mind. I forgot he had the EU. Is this actually gonna be a pretty gross counter push here? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is not good, guys. Let's go bats. Let's go miner up high to distract both the L-Jack and the Mega Knight. We're gonna take some damage, but you know what? We're still alive. We're still alive, and that is what matters. We'll go for a Skelly Barrel on offense, and he's gonna go defensive Goblin Drill. Okay, very interesting. Well, because of that play right there, we've evened up the game a little bit, and I'll cycle another zap. I don't really have a ton to play. Let's just go for a cheeky little minor poison now because of the gang, and that'll hurt the mini Becca a little bit as well. So I'm actually quite cool with that play. Let's always got balloon. What? What the hell? This guy has freaking balloon. Okay, for that eye drag takes out the balloon. He'll get a hit here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We'll go for a minor. And okay, there's his Mega Knight. Let's get a poison down because he's definitely gonna go for an Ewiz here. There it is. I'll see if I can Evo zap that thing down. Let's go eye drag. It's gonna take out the Mega Knight here, which is absolutely lovely. Let's go for another Mega Knight of our own. And Skelly Barrel. He'll probably go Lumber. Oh, he goes Mini Becca. Very weird deck coming in from our opponent. He's got Goblin Drill and Balloon. Let's go for a minor. He goes for a Mega Knight. Okay, we gotta watch out for this balloon that is coming. Oh wait, Spear Gobs. Oh, that was an aggressive poison. That was a very aggressive poison. I might be in a little bit of trouble here. Let's go. Oh, he goes other lane with it. Wow. Dude, that Mega Knight's gonna get some damage, but it's fine. But you know what? Look at that Mega Knight on the other side. If we go minor poison, I think we win the game here. Minor poison. Yeah, we win. Thank God, bro. Although, look at the freaking Mega Knight coming all the way across, by the way. But yeah, we finally take the win with the 2018 deck. And yeah, on to 2019. Finally, I can get out of this Mega Knight crap. Moving on to 2019, guys. And we have the Elixir Golem beatdown deck. When this card was released in 2019, it was a menace. So many people were complaining about it. It was no skill. You could just pop the Eagle down to back, build up a push that was unstoppable, and it was GG. Still a lot of Eagle decks running rampant in top ladder using the Goblin machine and a whole bunch of other stuff, and the Night Witch still. But yeah, guys, let's make it work. Everybody complained about this deck, how it was absolutely brain dead, how the synergy between the healer and the Eagle was just ridiculous. And I mean, honestly, it still isn't bad today. I mean, the battle healer works very well in Eagle decks, and only Eagle decks. You don't really see any battle healers in any other decks in the game. And so, you know what? I'm just gonna throw an Eagle down the back. Honestly, I'm like very not concerned at all about what my opponent has, and we're gonna pop a battle healer behind this. He's got the monk, so he's gonna have some kind of RG deck, which is gonna be a little bit annoying. Let's go for our Night Witch. Oh, this will be a juicy freaking lightning if I can get it off. And boom, boom, boom. Oh, there we go. Lightning takes out everything, and that should be the tower. I don't see. Okay, well, never mind. He actually stopped that pretty well. Still got a lot of damage on the tower, but I'm very okay with that. He'll probably come in with a Royal Giant fairly soon. Let's cycle a Bar Barrel. I want to get to my Night Witch this Night Witch really badly, because it's going to be able to deal with the Royal Giant very well. We're just going to have to E-drag Tornado, and honestly I'm going to have to take the rest of this damage so that I'm not spending way too much Elixir on the defense. And yeah, there we go. That push has been dealt with. Let's start another Elixir Golem in the back. He's going to support this Hunter. He isn't. Okay, so I think we just let that go. He's going to want to do a Fisherman to pull my... Oh, that Hunter actually got a hit, which kind of sucks, but let's ready our Lightning, because he's going to want to come in with a Fisherman. There it is. You know what? I'm just going to do the Lightning now. Boom, boom. Get the Battle Healer in there. And he actually fireballs. Let's Tornado this over to try and get the Battle Healer to heal up those little Golem Knights. And I think that's the tower. So there we go, tower's down. He's going to have a pretty massive counter push coming in, unfortunately. But you know what? It's fine. We'll go for the Evo E-Drag. Let's go for the Night Witch. And honestly, that Evo E-Drag is obliterating his Royal Giant, which you love to see. Night Witch also going to help us out. And let's just throw an E-Golem in front of this. Oh, that's a really good fireball. Oh, dude. Okay, well, let's just try to go in and keep this E-Golem alive as long as possible. Okay, you know what? If he's going to do that, let's just try and take his tower here. Boom, look at that damage. And that's the game, bro. Even if he takes my tower on the right, we would have taken his. So, GG, no re. And honestly, Elixir Golem, bro, it's a pretty disgusting deck still to this day. On to 2020. Up next, guys, we have in 2020 the Giant Prince mini P.E.K.K.A meta that was going around. I saw some Reddit threads complaining about these low skill decks just due to all of these cards being unlocked very early in the game. You saw a lot of even veteran players I saw complaining about decks like this where it required just little to no brain power. Just throw a giant in the back and then throw a lot of these cheap, high damage, very solid cards down behind it just to build up a nice little push behind. And yeah, that's what we're using as the no skill deck for 2020. I was considering either using this or log bait. This, I think in 2020 a lot of people were complaining about log bait decks, and I just figured, you know what, I can't use it in the low skill video just because I find log bait actually requires a lot of skill to play depending on the deck. And yeah, I couldn't I might do, I mean, I could have maybe concluded that in the last video we did with this kind of, oh, he goes fireball on the bomber. Okay, we're gonna go for a giant mini P.E.K.K.A here. Could have maybe oh, should I go, you know what, I'm just gonna let the mini P.E.K.K.A go, honestly. He's gonna go bats and musketeer. I'm gonna go archers for those bats. He's gonna get some undeserving chip, I think. And you know what, we're gonna go for our prince with this giant. I've had a very awkward cycle, I can't lie. Let's go bomber up high. Oh, he's got a golden knight, which is probably gonna kill that bomber. Prince got it in there. Giant not gonna get any hits, unfortunately, but the prince is gonna get there for a dash. Boom, let's go. Okay, that put us right back in the game, fortunately for us. And I would love for him to fireball this. Okay, he's got a mortar. I was not anticipating that for some reason. I don't know why. Let's go Evo archers on that mortar just to take that thing down. And honestly, pretty good counter push coming in for us here. Is gonna fireball down everything behind the giant. I would fire him, but he's not going to. Finally does, but the musketeer is still up. Let's go prince in the other lane after all that elixir he just used. And oh, that's gonna be huge damage, bro. That might even take his tower. Just a fully blown prince. Wallbreakers. A lot of people thought it was no skill. Very, very defensive deck. It's kind of like a minor control deck, but it's got the Wallbreakers and the Evo Mega Knight. Obviously, Evos weren't a thing in 2021, but I have the Evo Mega Knight, and we're going to see if we can make this work. Yeah, like I said, guys, Mega Knight always gets deemed as low skill or no skill in a lot of different, mid-ladder areas, but that's actually really annoying. I wanted to go bats on that miner, but I have to wait for the E-Spirit to pop, and then use it. This guy has some kind of minor, is it just a minor cycle? Oh my god, it is. Bro, we're just gonna go with the Mega Knight here. I don't think he has, so far we haven't seen many expensive cards, but dude, this guy has a straight up at least three 1 Elixir cards. Let's use our Magic Archer to bridge, hopefully. Oh man, this guy's got a hardcore miner cycle deck here. Mega Knight jump on that Tesla. Boom, let's go, that's big. And hopefully the Magic Archer able to not get any damage, but this guy has a freaking crazy just miner cycle. We're gonna have to really try and pressure him hard with the Evo Mega Knight here. We'll split the Wallbreakers and just hope. Oh, there we go, one connects, which is lovely. And honestly, I think splitting the Wallbreakers is gonna be big for us in order to get some equal Elixir trades. Let's go. I was considering going for the bomb tower, but I think I'm just gonna start a Mega Knight in the back and see what Clash and Kaido does over here. Let's go Magic Archer. I'll get a Skeletons down to soak up that Fire Spirit, and we're gonna go Miner. And then honestly, let's go Wallbreakers in the other lane, because his Tesla, I don't think his Tesla's gonna pull them. Wallbreaker's gonna get some nice damage. Look at that Mega Knight jumping around. Oh, the Miner and the Magic Archer going off on the right side. Look at how much damage that Magic Archer just got for us. Wow, beautiful, beautiful start from us, I can't lie. Let's cycle a Zap, cycle our Skeletons, and go for another Miner. Wow, does he give up? He hasn't played anything in a while. Come on, Clash and Kaido, why did you give up? Well, I'm counting that because we played, I think we were kind of dominating this guy with this deck, and it kind of just goes to show how good the defense of this deck was and how annoying the Wallbreaker spam can be. Either way, guys, that was a pretty quick game into 2022 now. Have a feeling a lot of you guys are gonna kind of know what these next decks are gonna be. For 2022, there was a deck that I thought was the least skill thing I've ever seen in Clash, and it still kind of runs rampant to this day. 2022 saw the addition of the Royal Hogs and the Royal Recruits absolutely dominate the arena, and I still think Recruits are absolutely no skill. So let's play with them. This deck is still a deck that kind of gets used to this day, and I think it's still very, very good with the Goblin Cage evolution and the Royal Recruits. It's split lane madness is what everybody complained about, and I think still complains about to this day, with the Recruits being in this deck. And yeah, man, it's just constant split lane pressure, which it doesn't really require a ton of skill to just throw your Recruits down and defend the entire map now, does it? But either way, let's pop our Zappies down the back. He's cycling a Tesla in the middle. Oh, he's got I think some kind of hog EQ deck potentially. If he's got a Tesla and a Firecracker, it could potentially be Expo. But okay, what did I say? What did I say, guys? So he's using a ton of Elixir there. We're about to come in and punish him with the Royal Hogs and the Flying Machine. So let's do it. Royal Hogs, Flying Machine in the middle. I don't think he's back to his Tesla level. He actually is, but this is going to be a lot of damage, guys, with those piggies, and even the Flying Machine potentially able to maybe get in there and get some chip. But yeah, actually evened it out quite a bit there with the Flying Machine getting a hit. And there we go. Not too shabby. Let's cycle another Barbell. Let's get back to our Goblin. Oh, he actually gets to his Hog Rider. I'm going to throw the Goblin Cage down as well. I just don't want to get too much damage, and honestly, we spent a lot just a little bit of support, not too much. But I think we're gonna go for the recruits to defend this hog. I'm gonna go bar barrel as well. Wasn't back to my goblin cage, unfortunately, so we will get some decent damage. Just go flying machine on the left to try and get a little bit of split lane pressure, and that's what's super annoying about this deck, guys, is that it's hard to defend both lanes. And look at that flying machine going off, bro. Let's cycle some zappies. Flying machine just basically took his whole tower. We actually dodged the earthquake as well, placing the goblin cage up high. Is he still gonna get a hit with that? He is. Okay, sick. Okay, well, we'll go for our hogs again. Split lane. We'll go for the flying machine in the center here. He goes for a pretty nice delivery. We'll arrow down the am I gonna miss that? No, I'm not gonna miss that. Firecracker. And let's ready our goblin cage evolution. Go for our zappies. Go high with the goblin cage. He misses the earthquake again, which is so massive. And you know what? I'm gonna spell cycle him out here. Let's go royal hogs. We still have that goblin cage down. I missed the freaking arrows. That was really bad, guys. That was really bad. I cannot lie. Let's go zappies over here. He's gonna want to go for another hog earthquake, but I'm just gonna try not to let him. Let's go flying machine. I want to try and snipe the firecracker over there. You know what? Let's go for the hogs. He wants to go for the hog rider. And you know what? Goblin cage perfectly pulling over the hog. I'm gonna go for another fireball here. I just want to try and spell cycle him out. Let's go bar barrel. Oh, he's gonna get to his hog before I can get to. Oh my god, brawler, please help. Yes, zappies might be able to take out the hog in time before it gets a hit. I need the arrows. No. Please God. Please God. Fireball. I think I did it. Bang. That was close. That was very close, but we were able to get it done. Whew. I thought I was going to lose that. Okay, that was the Royal Hogs Royal Recruits deck 2023. We're getting close to the current meta. 2023, we're using the Hog EQ. It's very funny, we went up against that just now. And yeah, Hog EQ, a lot of people were just fed up about playing this in the mid ladder, saying it was no skill because of the super fast cycle of this deck and the constant relentless pressure, allowing the firecracker to also get a ton of value way too often. And yeah, we're going to use it. The firecracker might be one of the more annoying cards to go up against in this game. Sometimes just surviving way too long, especially if you don't have a certain spell to deal with it, like the arrows or whatever, you know, the log, you know, stuff like that, in order to deal with the firecracker and actually take it down properly. But yeah, I'm honestly just gonna cycle an earthquake here because I have a awkward cycle. And let's just go start an ice golem in the back, see what Maximus is playing here. He goes for an ice wizard. My first think is maybe Expo. Let's cycle a cannon. Valkyrie. I think this guy has Expo. Let's go firecracker to bridge, get a little bit of damage on that Valk. And also get some damage on this tower. Let's maybe go for a hog rider to just make this Valkyrie or this firecracker survive a little bit longer. We'll go for another earthquake here. And that hog maybe it uses the tornado so that it doesn't get to the tower. I think this guy has Expo. Fairly certain, so we have a pretty good matchup here if that is the case. And we're just gonna keep on kind of cycling, seeing what Maximus goes for here. He's playing very passive. his rocket cycle. Okay, that kind of makes sense, honestly. He had either Expo or some kind of weird rocket cycle. Let's go Firecracker at the bridge. It's gonna get so much damage. See if we can defend it a little bit here. Ice Golem in front of the Firecracker. Hopefully he gets a shot and makes it get out of range. The Ice Wizard, it doesn't, but we'll go for another Hog Rider. Earthquake. Oh, that's a good cannon, but you know what? I think we can just spell cycle this guy out with the Earthquakes. And let's go Firecracker. We'll go Ice Golem. Yeah, this guy has a very odd deck. He's gonna try and rocket cycle me down, obviously, but it's not really gonna work very well for him, I don't think. We'll go for our Earthquake here, and he actually tornadoes. That's fine by me. Let's go Evo Cannon here, and we'll go Ice Golem. Kind of just kite the Valk like we have been. We'll keep on spelling him down. We'll go Log Earthquake, and I think that, yes, it does do it. That's what I mean, guys. The fast cycle just makes this deck so relentless, and that's why a lot of people thought of it as no skill. Honestly, I personally don't think it's super low skill. I think there is some skill that goes into a deck like this, but listen, don't shoot the messenger, chat. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading off Reddit posts and doing my research here into 2024. Next up, guys, what I think the most low skill deck that was played last year was Goblin Giant Sparky. There's a lot of people complaining about how a deck like this requires little to zero setup in order to actually get a decent amount of damage and a decent amount of reward in order to, get a lot of damage. So we're gonna play it. A lot of people frustrated with this, especially once the Goblin Giant evolution became a thing, and yeah, they were just deeming it as very, very low skill. Goblin Giant Sparky still gets used every now and then to this day, but I wouldn't say it's like crazy in the meta at the moment, you know what I mean? Ewa is going to be able to take out the wall breakers nicely for us, and I'm just going to go Goblin Gang at the back here to deal with that Mighty Miner. Looks like we're up against some kind of wall breaker spam deck here. Oh, this guy. Oh, dude, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to go for the Sparky here, which he's gonna get quite a few hits, which really, really sucks. I cannot lie to you, but it is what it is. Sparky hopefully takes the Firecracker, and it does. He'll have to play something for the Sparky, obviously, but this guy has the recruits. I can't be asked, man. I cannot be asked to play these damn recruits right now. He's gonna get a lot of damage with with just everything, and I just don't even have a counter push, even though he used all of his Elixir. And that is why I hate the recruits, but we're gonna be able to get a nice counter push after this Hog Rider using our Goblin Giant and our Mega Minion. So let's go in with all of this now. He'll probably go with the Mighty Miner, and he does, so we'll zap that for sure. And he'll go with the Goblin Gang as well, but decent damage. Mighty Miner will go down because of the Mega Minion, and we'll have to, honestly, nah, I can't just leave that. We'll go for our Goblin Gang on the Spear Gobs, and see if I can, actually, you know what, that Skeleton Barrel's gonna go down. I don't think I need to respond to that. Very nice. Skeleton Barrel will go down. Let's start a Sparky in the back. Hopefully he plays a Hog at the same time. He does not. Let's Rage the Wall Breaker, so only one connects. I think that's how that works. Yeah, only one connects. We'll go for our Mega Minion. And we've got our Evo Goblin Giant about to come in. He's gonna have the recruits, but it's fine. Let's go Goblin Gang on the other side, and the Evo recruit's gonna really do a lot of damage for him. Evo zap down the Firecracker, and oh, can I get another Sparky here on the left? That would be pretty sick. The Sparky coming in hot. Oh man, it's actually gonna get wrecked by everything over there. recruits against Sparky is a tough matchup. It's a very tough matchup. We'll try it one more time with this deck, but man, I see recruits way too often. It's actually very annoying, I cannot lie. Ty is the next opponent. We'll cycle our zap, and hopefully, is it Ty or Thigh, you guys think? Let's go Sparky for the ghost. Oh, he actually goes for a Goblin hut and a furnace. What? Okay, that's not a card you see every day. I'm gonna just let the Fire Spirit connect. That Sparky's just gonna get a bunch of like charges and gonna take it. Wow, he's got a witch as well. This guy got an all spawner deck or something. That would be hilarious. We'll go first. Oh, that Sparky is gonna struggle quite a bit with that. Maybe we'll rage down. Oh, that's actually still alive. Okay, I need an E-Wiz for everything here. Boom. Ghost will do pretty well on that E-Wiz, unfortunately, and we will take a hit from the Ghost. But it's okay. It's okay. This guy's a very strange deck. I don't know what the heck this does. He have he's got Night Witch as well, bro. This guy's just using all spawners, it looks like. I hope he doesn't have a lightning or something for my Sparky. There goes the furnace. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna go for our Goblin Giant here. And there it is. Let's go for the Goblin Giant. Unfortunately, those Fire Spirits are just gonna splash the crap out of everything. I'm gonna rage up this. Okay, or not. I wanted to rage up the Mega Minion, but I missed. But look at that Goblin Giant getting so much damage. That's lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely. And I'm not really too sure what Buddy is gonna play here. I guess nothing will zap down the Witch. Hopefully the Fire Spirit doesn't connect. It doesn't. So start a Sparky at the back again. And I'm considering like fireballing down the furnace, but like I really don't feel like I need to. Oh, that's a juicy fireball. If I can get it down in time, tell me that it's the Firecracker. It does. Oh, lovely. E-Wiz at the bridge to take out those Spear Goblins. And maybe I rage up everything here. I've literally missed everything, by the way. That's just impressive stuff, honestly, for me to miss absolutely everything I wanted to rage. And we've got two Sparkies, about to get our Goblin Giant evolution down as well. And oh, this guy is in trouble now. Sparky hopefully survives, takes out the freaking Goblin hut. What is this guy even gonna do against this? Pretty solid defense, I can't lie, but can we rage this all up? Sparky, get a hit. Sparky, nice. Let's go. The Sparky able to win us the game. And what the hell was Ty using? I'm not very sure, but I'm not complaining. One more deck to go. That is the current meta deck. Let's do it. Last but not least is 2025, and I had to gift this just a warm welcome to the Royal Giant. I think this is by far, maybe not by far, Recruits is definitely up there, but we've used Recruits already. But I think Royal Giant was a long-awaited no-skill deck. I think this is by far the best no-skill deck of the year, and I just think it's so easy to get really, really good defenses going, and throwing the Monk in front of the RG doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't really require a lot of skill. I don't know if they're going to nerf the Royal Giant soon, or maybe nerf some of the cards that are commonly seen with the Royal Giant, but I think there's definitely needing some looking at this deck archetype, because it is very And this guy's got Lava Hound. Okay. I hope he doesn't have E-Drag, because that'll be a little bit annoying, I cannot lie. Let's go Fisherman here, see if I can pull. Maybe okay, this guy has a lot of air, which is a little bit annoying. Hunter's gonna do fantastic against that Lava Hound, luckily. And I might just throw a Fireball down on everything here. Let's just do it. It's gonna push the eye drag away, and we'll get some skeletons to also distract, and that's a pretty good defense for us so far. So we've discovered our opponent's deck. It's a Lava Hound. I'm not too sure if he's using a balloon. I wouldn't be surprised, but let's start our Monk in the back here to deal with that Valkyrie. And yeah, man, Monk RG, it's just such a freaking good deck, man. It's such a freaking good deck. Let's go E-Spirit, and then we'll go to our Royal Giant. He's gonna go Lava Hound, which is insane. Monk is in front of the Royal Giant. We'll get our ability going, and that's gonna not do anything, which is unfortunate. I think this guy has I'm actually not too sure if this guy has a lightning, but that Hunter's gonna do fantastic work getting the ability off. But unfortunately, we need to cycle to another Hunter because Buddy has just absolutely obliterated it with the lightning as predicted. Let's log down those guards. Hunter absolutely carrying the all of the defense here for everything he's got for air, and the Hunter's gonna have to come in clutch again. Let's go for a Royal Giant here at the bridge, and dude, this is gonna be a tough defense. I'm gonna have to go maybe Monk here to kind of tank everything. Let's use the ability to reflect all bunch of the units that he has got down. Let's go for another Hunter, I guess. Let's go Fisherman to maybe pull the Brawler away. Oh, it's a good lightning. But I kind of want to just start slow here. Might get a swipe. Let's go Monk. And then we're going to definitely go for another. Oh, fire. That's some good fireball value on the Skelly Drags. And then we'll go for the Royal Giant. Let's go. Oh, wow. He goes for the Evo Goblin Cage. Not the best Evo Goblin Cage I've ever seen. Come on, get to the tower. RG, get a hit. It does get a hit, and the Fireball Law will win us the game. Absolutely love to see it. And that is our final no-skill deck of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy making them. They're so much fun, guys. I really can't lie. If you've got any video ideas for the next one, definitely let me know. Love hearing what you guys have as ideas for videos. I take a lot of videos, ideas from the comments. So